Hi class, this is Sarah Beakley-Mercill, your instructor, and I thought what I would do is create a short video just giving you a quick tour of my class. I realize that I am demoing this class for my online section, but it also applies to my hybrid section of the course, as I have both courses set up very similarly. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour so you understand how I have the course set up and how I expect you to proceed through the content. When you log in, you will see you will always land on the home link, and this is where you will find all the content for the course. My course is laid out in a linear fashion, so every time you log in, you should scroll down to the week that you are working on. I'm going to go ahead and talk about items under the upcoming week 3. If you didn't know, you can expand and hide each of these modules. I always like to keep the modules hidden for any weeks that I'm not working on. It just keeps the Canvas environment clean. You will also see that at the top of each module I have posted a link so that you can post questions to an online forum, general questions about the class, assignments, techniques, anything you have questions about in regards to my class. Feel free to post them here, and whoever can answer them first, go for it. I'm checking them constantly. I will answer them as well. And then you just want to proceed through my class in a linear fashion. So if I didn't have any questions this week, I'd probably jump right to Lecture 2, which is a PowerPoint that you want to download and review. And if you didn't know, there is a little preview icon here whenever you see this. That means you can click on it, and it will actually show you a PowerPoint or a PDF or a Word document inside the browser. So we'll see this one comes up, and you'll see that there's a PowerPoint, and you can scroll through that and review it at your own pace. These are your notes, and you can definitely use them for the upcoming exam. And then when you get to the bottom of whatever's on any page, you just want to go ahead and click Next. And so then when you come to Next, you will see that here is an assignment. This one comes from your textbook, and you know that because it actually says Chapter 2, pages 32 to 51. And I'll give you instructions. I will tell you what files you need to submit, what the names of the files will be. It is important that you do name your files appropriately. And if there's any additional information I'd like you to look at or that would be helpful, I'll provide that here. And whenever possible, I will always show you an example. Now this class, it's all about practice. I do not expect your book work to be perfect. It is okay if your book projects do not look like the instructor examples. But what is very important is that you should always look at the grading rubric. I have a grading rubric for every assignment in the course. It is detailed, and it gives you a breakdown of where all the points come from. So I will always use this when I grade your work, and you can see what the comments are, and if I have more comments, I will add them to the rubric. And then when you're done, you want to scroll to the bottom and click Next. And so you definitely want to complete work in the order that it's listed in my Canvas course. So after you would complete this assignment, the next project is this follow-up week 3 Photoshop practice. And again, it's laid out very similarly. There's directions. If there are any data files, which there are, there's instructions and a start file. I'm telling you what to submit. And I'm even giving you an example of what your file should or may look like. Now, definitely, I want you guys to have fun, and if you want to add more or do more, I say go for it. Just always refer to the grading rubric to make sure that you hit all the points. One other thing to take note of is in these follow-up assignments, I like to post a lot of what I call cool videos or related videos, and it's usually something related to what you're learning. So in particular this week, for this assignment, you're going to work using cloning tools, and so I really thought this video was cool because it shows how they're removing the girl from the road using similar tools. And so you're going to see a lot of these speed art videos. They are absolutely not meant to intimidate you. They're simply meant to get you excited because, yes, one day you will be able to create videos and use Photoshop just as well as these people do. So going along, you'd look at your grading rubric, you'd turn it in. And also just to remind you that you'll always see the due dates up here at the top. You'll know when an assignment is due, what type of file I will accept for it, and here's the reminder that even though this assignment is due February 16th by midnight, you still get a 3-hour extension past that due date. It's just a little bit of a buffer that I will accept it late with no penalty. We all work, things come up, sometimes we wait till the last minute, and so I'm giving you an extra 3-hour buffer. I'm going to go back to home. So at any point, if you want to go back to the beginning, you should always click home. And so then you can continue on, and you will see that in this week, week 3, the final discussion question is due. So the weekly discussion question is due. You'll find a direct link to the discussion question. But in the previous week, you will see I actually had an activity start. So when you're going through the work, I will prompt you along the way when I want you to start working on a discussion question or a critique posting. A few other things I'd like to point out. Under the syllabus, I forgot to add this. I should have added it very soon. My class, Photoshop class, is Quality Matters Recognized, which is a national peer review system. I've designed all my online courses using Quality Matters, and I myself am a master reviewer. So feel free to check out Quality Matters online, and you will understand why I have the course designed the way that I have. One other area that is important for you to always be looking at is the announcements. So by now you should see that every week on Sunday at midnight, a weekly announcement will post, week 2 reminders. This one is for my online course, so if you're in my hybrid, your announcement would actually say hybrid course. I put these little note names just to help me keep things straight. And you want to absolutely read this, obviously not at midnight, but if you're going to start work for the week on Sunday, you want to read through the announcement first before you start work, because I'm going to give you more information, more videos, more background, anything and everything that try and help you talk about what we've previously learned and give you help for updates in the future. So in this case, this announcement that posted this past week, I had information about data files. If you purchased an older copy of the book, I've placed the data files in other places. If you try to access this Google Drive folder and you can't, it doesn't give you access, please just let me know and I'll give you access. I'm having a little bit of problem with some students being able to use it. I talk more about discussion questions, and I'm talking about the pace of this class. You will notice that the work kind of starts out a little bit slow. It will increase in that the types of projects you do and the tools that you're working on require more time and effort and more practice. And many times with Photoshop, you will find that you might have to back up and start over if you miss a step, especially with the book tutorials. So definitely planning is your friend. You don't want to leave things to the last minute. If you're emailing me on a Saturday night, pretty much guaranteed I'm not going to be replying to you, because at that point, I'm tired too. So it's easier for me to help you if you try to work ahead within the week. Just because an assignment has a specific due date, I don't expect you to do it on that date. My expectation is you're working ahead of time. And then at the very bottom, I'll always give you a reminder of what you should be working on and upcoming due dates. So I know this video is going to end around 8 minutes, so I know it's a little bit lengthy, but hopefully it helps you understand how my course is laid out. And of course, email me if you have any questions. Thank you for listening.